Good morning, friends. Welcome to the 22nd edition of this Monday morning quiz. As mentioned to you earlier, the topic for today's quiz will be on box plot. Okay, so here we go to share with you the first question for this edition of this Monday morning quiz on box plot. So here is the question for you. So what we have done here is we have shown you a box plot output from SQC pack. So this is the daily sales of the outlet of a popular restaurant in different cities. So we have hard-coded them as A, B, C, D, E, F. So the question to you, so look at these box plot of the 6 different outlets. And what we've also done is that we have mentioned the maximum daily sale, the minimum daily sale, and the median daily sale. So that's also mentioned. So maybe it might help you while answering the questions. So there are 6 box plots. Wonderful tool again, wonderful graphical tool to represent a lot of information in one slide. So that's the beauty of this toolbox plot. So here we are comparing 6 different outlets for their daily sales in a month, right? So, and the question to you is, the question number 1 is, based on the information provided on the screen, you need to give me answers for this question. Relatively, which outlet is the most difficult and most easy one for inventory management? So you was always, getting a box plot out from a software or a template of Excel is one part of the story. Okay, so you understood how to draw a box plot either manually or using some spreadsheet programs or commercial softwares. The most important part is that how do we make a business decision out of this? So that's the most important part, and that's where professionals need to spend more time on interpretation, right? So this is a question that gives you something to think about with respect to managing this business. So let me repeat this question. Relatively, which outlet out of the 6 is the most difficult, and which outlet out of the 6 is most easy for inventory management? So have a look at this box plot. Have a look at the basic stats, some of the basic stats that are given in the slide, and make your best judgment. Okay, so there are 2 answers to this question. So you need to give me the most difficult outlet and the most easy outlet for inventory management, right? Okay, so of course, most of you are aware how important inventory management is for a business. So that's the reason. So we thought, a linking a tool, a graphical tool, and trying to see how that can help you to make some business decisions. So that is question number 1. Question number 2, same information, same slide. So sales of 6 different outlets. The daily sales of a 6 different outlets for a month is what is represented in a box plot. And your question number 2 is, sales in which outlet appears to be more normally distributed. So box plot does convey that also. So have a look at these 6 box plots from 6 different outlets and tell us, in your opinion, whether it is A, B, C, D, E, F, which of these outlets appears to be more normally distributed based on the box plot that you see. And the third question is again a very important question. In fact, most of you will be involved in having some monthly plans, weekly plans, annual business plan, and all that. So it's a question. So these are tools that help you to do your planning process better, and that's the reason we have coined this question. If monthly plan, like if this management of this restaurant, if the monthly plan was based on median sales, right? So the median, so there's a value of median mentioned in the slide. So if the monthly plan was based on median sale, which outlet would have the least business concerns? So very, very interesting question. Okay, so read this question very carefully. So if monthly plan, okay, for any business, there is a plan. There's a plan for a month, plan for a year, etc. So if the monthly plan was based on median sales, okay, so there is a median value given here. And if they plan it based on the median sale, which outlet, in your opinion, would have the least business concerns? Okay, so those are the three questions. I mean, looks pretty straightforward for from the information provider, but I think I would like you to, spend more time, understand the question, and that's where the most important thing is. Quite often we see, during, while interviewing a few candidates, we find them very good at getting the tools out. They are they mastered the art of using a particular software. They come up with all these, analysis and all that. But what is most important for a businessman is that, what is the business decision? And that's the reason, our quiz will, we try to bring in as many questions as possible, which will help you to interpret them, get some practical insights, and which will help your organization and will help you personally also in the organization. So that's the purpose of this quiz. So all the very best. I expect a lot of response for, especially Boxplot is one tool which I would probably prefer seeing in almost every management presentation. The performance when you compare 3 different plants or 3 different units or 6 different lines, etc. The machines, for example, 10 different machines. So box plots are always, very, very important, tool for the management. So all the very best. So look forward to receiving your responses. Fastest finger first. So the first 3 correct responses for all the 3 questions, they will win the merit certificate and a gift voucher, of 4 rupees 1,000, either from Amazon or from Pakistan. Right. So with this information, so let me move on to the next section where we declare and explain the quiz answers for the quiz MMQ-21. Okay, it was on control charts, and so the question that was asked to you is the chart stable as per the AIG rules for chart interpretation, and give reason if it is unstable. Well, 56% of the respondents got this answer correctly. It is unstable. The reason why it is unstable is because you see a row of 7 points above the mean line in the range chart. And you also have 7 points below the mean line in the range chart. So a run of 7 above or below the average line. So that's the AIG rule. And so 56% of the respondents got this correctly. So the correct answer is unstable, and the reason is there are a run of 7 points above or below the average line in the range chart. So that's the explanation for question 1. Question number 2, again, a very similar question, but the slide is different, the chart is different. So this is a stable chart, so I don't see anything wrong with respect to the AIAG rules. So it's a stable process, and I'm happy that 89% of the respondents got these answers correct. So there's nothing much to explain in this chart. The third one was the most tricky question, and I also expected the number of responses to be correct responses to be lower. We are only 11% of the respondents who got this answer correctly. So this is a P chart, and the question was, find the number of bad special pauses in this chart, right? First question is, you need to understand how many special pauses are there in this chart. So there are only 2. Okay, so this P chart, fortunately, the software picked it up as the red colored one. So there are 2 special pauses, but the one at the bottom, below the lower control limit, is a good special pause, because this is a P chart, and we are actually monitoring the proportion of non-conforming items, non-conformances. So lower the better. So a point below the lower control limit, which means the proportion of non-conforming parts are significantly lower as compared to the other weeks or months. So it's a good special cause. But the one at the top is the bad special cause. And that's why the right answer for this question is 1. Okay, there's only one bad special cause, and the 11% of the respondents got this answer correctly. So moving on to the next and most important slide is to declare the winners of MMQ-21. And we had only one winner this time. So Mr. Irappa Unnur, Head Quality Varrock Engineering Aurangabad, is the only winner who got all the 3 questions correctly, right? So congratulations, Mr. Irappa, and I think this is the second time you're winning this MMQ, and I see you participating, very actively. Continue the participation, and it is only people like you participating in MMQ makes us more happier, and makes us work hard to get some very interesting and questions that will probably improve your basic understanding of some of the simple tools. See, the problem today we have is that many people have tools knowledge, many people have wonderful softwares to come up with these tools, to make the best of PPTs. But what is important is that they still probably need some more in-depth understanding of the insights of what the tool is trying to convey, what the picture is trying to convey. I'm sure this box plot will give very interesting answers. I mean, it's not, I mean, of course, getting it right is certainly good, but don't worry. Anyway, 2 weeks from now, we'll definitely get the answers of what is right and what. It's basically refining your thought process, and that's what this MMQ is all about. So thank you so much for participation. Congratulations, Mr. Irappa, and look forward to receive all your responses for the quiz MMQ-22 on box plot. Signing off now, this is Nanda from PQSI for the Monday morning quiz.